According to Min Heejin, the whole issue between her and HYBE started when she pointed out that ILLIT had copied her group NewJeans for their debut, but just how much did Belift Lab copy NewJeans' concept for their new girl group? The comparisons between the two groups started before ILLIT even debuted. As you know, the girls caused quite a ruckus as they were invited to Paris Fashion Week shortly after RU Next finished filming. There were debates about ILLIT's privilege, but another thing that people noticed was just how much the ILLIT members looked like NewJeans. According to netizens, they had the same long hair, the same kind of styling with Y2K outfits, and the same makeup. In fact, there were a lot of commenters that pointed out just how similar the girls looked to each other, but we can't exactly blame the members for it. They're just a 5-member group, and the members just happen to have long brown hair like the NewJeans members. Min Heejin acknowledged this too during her press conference, where she said that this is not about hair, but about the overall concept and styling. Even if you're new to K-pop, you would know that attending the Paris Fashion Week before debuting is quite rare, to the point that we haven't seen any other groups from big companies do it before. The closest we have ever come to it was NewJeans having their first appearance after debuting at a Chanel event. According to Min Heejin, that's where HYBE took the inspiration to send the ILLIT members to Paris Fashion Week to give them some promotion. During her press conference, Min even revealed that it was the advertisers that reached out to Adore before NewJeans debuted, and HYBE didn't do anything to help them with securing the event. She said, "We debuted with Chanel, but that wasn't our intention. It just happened to take place before a TV show, and I thought it could be new. Then ILLIT did it with Acne, they just took the formula. Is this not purely intentional?" Another way in which Min Heejin claimed that ILLIT copied NewJeans is through a hanbok photo shoot. About a month before debuting, ILLIT celebrated Lunar New Year by doing a pictorial wearing hanboks. While it's not the first time that K-pop groups have done photo shoots with hanboks or taken pictures wearing them, NewJeans had specifically done a similar one in September of 2022. At the time the photo shoot came out, netizens compared them to princesses and couldn't stop gushing about how pretty and elegant they looked. They did the same with ILLIT's photo shoot, but when Min Heejin pointed out how similar they looked, people also started noticing the resemblance between the two. The locations that the pictures were taken in were similar to NewJeans, the color palette was also kind of the same, and the filter was so close to that used in the NewJeans pictures that people claimed to confuse the two. They didn't believe that it was coincidental either. Min Heejin herself said that the hanbok pictorial had never been done before NewJeans and Belift Lab's team copied the exact same concept for NewJeans. A netizen also wrote, "There was no other existing group that took a hanbok shoot using such a color scheme and using that cinematography, but they just copied it, making it look more obvious." Others did try to argue that Min Heejin claiming that she invented hanbok editorials was reaching, but that goes to show that people once again misinterpreted her words. She never said she invented hanbok photo shoots, she said that the things they included in their NewJeans shoot and the way it was done was original. Then came the teasers for ILLIT's debut album, and people couldn't help but notice the similarities. They pointed out that the composition of the pictures, the processing, filtered light, and dreamy emotions looked very similar to NewJeans' concept pictures and music video. NewJeans also had a unique style with unpolished urban locations and a hazy post-processing technique, which also seemed to be present in NewJeans' concept pictures and music videos. As a response, netizens couldn't help but point out how much the pictures looked like they were meant for NewJeans. It came to a point that some even said they couldn't recognize the ILLIT members for a second because they looked so much like their fellow label mates. In fact, it was exactly ILLIT's concept that got the parents of NewJeans members involved. In an interview with Ilgan Sports, the mother of one of NewJeans members revealed that one of her friends saw ILLIT's concept pictures and thought they were NewJeans. The mother said, "My friend sent them to me asking if these were new photos of NewJeans. They mentioned, but one of the members is missing. I was puzzled because they looked so similar." Then the mothers of the girls got together and sent their complaints of plagiarism to Min Heejin, who then forwarded them to HYBE in 2 separate emails. In the email, the parents expressed concerns about the similarities between HYBE and Belift Lab's work and NewJeans. They mentioned similarities in concept photos, styling, music video direction, choreography, and even staff, which made it seem like intentional imitation. The parents also said that they believed this was just the beginning of the problem, and they were right. The parents, the staff, and Min Heejin didn't only have a problem with the concept pictures, because looking at ILLIT's choreography, everyone could notice that there were some almost identical moves to those of NewJeans. There was the hair-flipping move that reminded everyone of the iconic attention choreography. There were a few moves that seemed similar to Ditto, and one that was pretty close to the point choreo of OMG. Back then, people argued that they were paying homage to their seniors and brushed it off, saying that since the two groups were in the same company, HYBE probably did it for noise marketing. Little did they know, though, that Min Heejin, NewJeans' choreographer, and even the members' parents were really bothered by this, whether it was intentional or not. During her conference, Min Heejin went on to say, "Why did you use our choreography?" I asked them, and they didn't answer us. "Our choreographers are so pissed. It would be wrong wrong for us not to say anything. The parents also mentioned the choreography a few times in their email, indicating that they didn't believe that those certain moves were added to pay homage to NewJeans, but to copy them. However, some fans have refuted this since the magnetic choreography also includes moves from LE SSERAFIM's Easy and Fearless. One commenter even brought up NewJeans, who did the same thing of including their seniors' dance moves in their choreography, but looking at this next accusation, people doubt that that's what ILLIT's choreographer was going for. After HYBE and Minheejin's feud started, netizens started looking at basically everything and trying to see what else ILLIT's team had copied or taken inspiration from NewJeans. Once again, a dance move in their choreography came up. We're specifically talking about the dance at the beginning of Lucky Girl Syndrome, in which the members rub their hands together, accompanied by some footwork. People, once again, noted similarities, saying it resembled a move seen in a brief snippet NewJeans displayed for their McDonald's CF. However, this time it wasn't just the public pointing out that the choreography had been copied, as one of NewJeans' performance directors, Kim Eunju, made an Instagram story addressing everything. Naming this specific event as her final straw, she wrote, "Things can be similar, but if you reference, usually you would change moves a little out of respect for each other, but this is simply a copy and paste. When even performance directors have to speak out about it, you know that it's serious." Another thing that we should talk about is the alleged resemblance between the album designs. According to some netizens, the 8-bit typography of ILLIT's album title is pretty much the same as the one included in NewJeans' Attention. It was also said that BLIFT Lab copied the concept of including stickers on top of albums and inclusions, and even the random doodles, which in NewJeans' case made it seem like the members had scribbled on. A third point that was raised by netizens is that both groups have 2D animations as part of their concepts. NewJeans had it for the Weverse versions of their album Get Up and a poster for ETA, while ILLIT had an animated teaser for their debut song. However, fans have pushed back against this accusation, saying that this wasn't the first time that HYBE had done animations for their groups, as BTS, TXT, and ENHYPEN, which all had their own webtoons. As for after-debut promotions, NewJeans had a full group cover for L, and ILLIT also got their own L cover, which made netizens a bit suspicious. The two groups also both had full group CFs right after debuting, as NewJeans had one with SK Telecom and ILLIT with KT. This was the copying of formula that Minheejin was probably referring to during her conference, and netizens couldn't deny that she was right. Appearing at the fashion show for publicity, the Hanbok photoshoots, the debut, then the L cover, and full group CF are too many coincidences for people to ignore. Of course, in cases like these, there's also people that make out-of-pocket allegations and start connecting dots that aren't there. For example, ILLIT were accused of copying the schoolgirl outfits that NewJeans wore in Ditto. Many groups have worn school uniforms as part of their concepts since the dawn of time, so claiming they're specifically copied from NewJeans seems ridiculous. Not to mention, almost every popular group that appeared on Knowing Brothers has worn a school uniform look, so it makes no sense for the girls to get backlash for this. As you have seen, there are some valid comparisons, but also some exaggerated ones make the real ones seem less convincing, so whether ILLIT's team really copied NewJeans is definitely something that we'll need more information on in the future.